Hello everyone, this is Bob and Threadbare, and welcome back to Thi4f.
I'm Kalon Zombie.
I'm Random Ninja.
And we are hanging from a meat hook.
I wonder if a building can be condemned.
Speaking of meat hooks,
Making a good case for
one
it.
time, well, start the story, my grandpa grew up during Prohibition, so when he was 4, he liked to help make the bathtub gin. And one time, he did not stop annoying the people who were making the gin, and they told him to stop, and he didn't. So they hung him on a meat hook by his jaw.
Time to get on.
He lived.
I prefer being a moving target.
That's... Christ.
Yeah.
That's dark.
Speaking of dark, that guy is practicing his marksmanship skills by shooting the dead bodies as they go by.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the glass they were talking about.
And the funny thing is that Garrett starts walking as soon as you click on an item to interact with. So if you're not standing directly in front of him, he will start alerting people while he is rearranging his body in order to open the
Wow.
open the drawer.
Because he's a master thief, you see.
Huh? Who goes there?
Apparently he was looking over that particular rail just now.
Oh.
Apparently so.
Well, fair enough.
Swoosh.
Question is whether he'll bother coming down here to investigate or not.
Probably not.
If only there was some kind of magic see-through vision you had.
Actually, you can't see through. You cannot see through walls with focus vision.
Oh. Well, yeah, guess so.
But it does allow you to highlight, buttons, which you can turn off by using blunt arrows.
Let me just go stare at this button.
Well, he was about to turn it back on.
Oh, that would have been...
So I take it that's why you didn't pickpocket him before he did that, because it would have taken too much time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that wasn't such a bad sequence, you know.
A really impractical way to practice your marksmanship is to use a crossbow. Oh, let me shoot and then take 20 minutes to reload.
Well, he's got all the time in the world here, because he thought he was alone until just recently.
It'd be a very laborious shift. I mean, it's probably pretty boring, and I guess shooting corpses does give him some entertainment. But crossbows are not fun to reload.
No, they're a pain in the ass.
You've had experience with that?
I have indeed. Not those old-timey crossbows, but even newish crossbows are still a lot of work.
And you can see that glass also highlights in focus vision.
Neat.
Oh, that's nice.
If you walk into those glass jugs and such, do they fall on the ground and break?
They can, yes.
Oh, neat. Little things.
It's the little things.
Or if you use the melee button, you can smash them and cause some noise. Or you can destroy them with a blunt arrow and cause some noise somewhere else.
I was just about to ask that. There are nice little touches in this game that make it a good stealth game. Perhaps not a good thief game, but definitely a good stealth game.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it a good stealth game exactly, but it is competent, at least.
5 out of 10.
Oh, it's well-rounded. It doesn't exceed anywhere, but
So tired these days.
well-rounded.
Something else you have to watch out for when you're sneaking up on guards is that if you run into them, they will notice.
Swoosh.
Oh, so it's not like Sneak King where you can just rub right up against their face and
Right.
they can't do a damn thing about it.
Also, yeah, I kind of walked into this one.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. Your buddy passed out. I was carrying him to safety. Must have breathed too many fumes. Or something. Maybe ate a dead person. I don't know. Little joke. I find it sort of silly that they feel the need to tell you the direction from which you're getting attacked.
Well, you might not always be in a melee with somebody.
Yeah, they might be shooting arrows at you, and you're shooting right back.
Even the guards without any crossbows can fire, or not fire, but they can pick up stones and chuck them at you. Which if you're on something precarious, might knock you off.
If the guards notice you at that point, why wouldn't... Well, I guess on Master, you're not really engaging them in melee if you have any other choice.
And hey, look! See that blue thing that highlights? That is the only place where you can fire a rope arrow.
Ah.
I should get more sleep.
And then can't parkour up to it. That's a little boring. You have to climb on top of something. No awesome wall, run, jump animation.
It's a new collectible! A daisy brooch.
That's cute.
The Flowers Eternal. Apparently the story behind these is that nobles used to hang out in a conservatory, and they gave each other flowers. Then somebody got the idea of creating flower jewelry and calling them the Flowers Eternal, since, you know, they don't wither like normal flowers.
Incidentally, that person probably made a boatload of money.
Probably. That's one smart person.
Well, if you're selling jewelry to nobles, then, well, generally, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of money. I saw a glint over here.
I saw one too.
Ah, somebody stabbed a knife, a silver knife, into one of the dummies.
A silver butter knife,
Yes.
which are not notoriously known for their stabbing capabilities.
Well, I mean, if you shove it into a thing hard enough, it can stab anything.
Let's try it. Go grab butter knife, Kalon, and then hold out your
no,
hand.
We're recording right now, so I'll do it later.
Butter knives are only really good at stabbing butter.
And even then, if it's hard, they're not good at that either.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
Looks like there's a room back here, but the map says there isn't a room.
Ooh, spooky secret room.
So if we actually go up here, into this little area, since you cannot climb over any irregular objects, we have to do it over the rail.
Someone was in here recently, too.
Who
They
would
had lighter
sit the
boots
dummy on the chair?
Batman villains.
Actually, that one is not a dummy.
Oh.
Oh, let me just,
Oh.
Alright, so something must be kept safe. They cannot write down the safe's combination, but something about the prototypes being useful.
Hello.
Oh, it's a robot man.
Steampunk.
It's a creepy robot man.
Yep. And in fact, he's got a 3-digit number, but only one of them has not been scratched out. The first digit, a 3.
That's kind of short-sighted.
But, actually, if you walk around a bit, you'll see that there's another prototype around. Trying to zoom in, but I'm confusing my buttons here. Yeah, and that's got the second digit, a 1. I'm not sure if you can find the third digit, but you don't really need to, since
No, because at that point,
you only got 10 possibilities.
yeah.
So you can just run up the numbers until... click, and something breaks. What the hell was that?
What? Does that always happen when you open up the safe, or...
Ah.
Wait, you think he played through this multiple times to try it?
So this is the unique loot. So there is actually one piece of unique loot in every chapter of the game, along with the prologue. So that's why there's 9 pieces.
Have you gotten the other ones?
In a previous playthrough, yes.
Okay. Were they cool?
They were unique. I can say that. But we've actually been walking around the main room in this area here.
Of course, as with any good game that's open world, you avoid your directive every single time.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I can avoid the main room entirely.
Oh, sneaky. Sneaky sneak thief.
Yeah, the actual way I'm supposed to go is behind the door with the sleeping guard just there. So I've actually gone around the main room and I don't have to go through it. So within the fact that these are small maps and very
Give me a
linear,
locked door, I'll show you an open. I haven't seen this mechanism before, though.
Yelp!
Must be a key to fit.
Oh! My word!
alright, yeah, so this has got a funky key. And so we need, a funky lock, and so we need a funky key to fit in it. And there's actually 2 such keys we can find. One of them is in this room.
Probably not in the chest. That would be unsafe.
Well, how so? The chest is locked. And surrounded by glass for some reason.
Ghosts.
Yeah, people just love throwing glass on everything. Like, as of this map.
Well, that guard was probably asleep because he was drinking. And so all that glass is him just dropping the bottles. That's my take on it.
That's the key, by the way.
Funky key.
Yeah, it's shaped like a tower. An actual tower that you will infiltrate later on in the game.
Weird.
No, yeah, you've completely avoided this area.
Yeah, and now I'm going back into it.
Because loot.
Yeah, steal everything that's not nailed down.
Screw you, got mine.
Actually, it's screw you, got yours. But this is a tricky room if you want to, knock everybody out the way I do. Mostly because one guard is constantly on patrol and constantly in a very well-lit area. And the other guard is in another well-lit area and constantly watching the first guard who's on patrol.
Oh, I hear what you said about
The glass, yeah.
the glass not being perfectly aligned up with it.
Speaking about not being perfectly well aligned, I needed to go over that rail, otherwise I'd fall off.
But you can just jump right back up, so...
Yeah. And so you see that guy there, the guy who is not a guard.
Yes.
On his belt is the other key. The other way that you can get a key.
One of the Baron's high collars. He might have something useful.
And yeah, Garrett's explaining just there.
Hey, go pick his pocket.
Maybe you should be a thief and do thiefy things.
But, that's just a suggestion.
I do enjoy that they don't repeat it, though. They don't, Garrett doesn't constantly say, hey, he might have something useful, or hey, look over there.
Yeah.
That's nice, at least.
Yeah.
Who the
How
hell
many
just...
games? Oh, wrench.
Yep. Since you don't have to buy the wrench, all of the paths that the wrench opens are optional.
Now, I really, it sort of bothers me, but I just, it's not a wrench, it's a ratchet. It's not,
It can be many things.
it's not a wrench, it ratchets. It can't possibly be a wrench if it ratchets. That's why they're 2 separate tools. I'm sorry, that was just really bothering me.
Who says it can't do both?
Well, it can, but we have yet to see it do the purpose for which it is named. See? Ratchet.
It's also really convenient that apparently every single bolt in this entire city has the exact same size.
And none of them are worn out or
Stripped.
stripped. Yeah, that's the word I was thinking.
I think it's telling that I'm actually paying more attention than you were, because you missed a magnifying glass that you could have picked up.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did it sparkle?
It was right by the grate that you ratchet wrenched.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, I mean...
So this is, got a lot more darkness, a lot more room to run around in. So that's why I decided to go around from this side here.
That face, that looked like Alfred Hitchcock.
And you just saw that I used blunt arrow to once again turn the lights off, but it's still going to be trouble to get that guy in front of me because he is still in the light, and the guard in the dark can still see him because the guard with the crossbow is in the light. So really I should be going after the guard in the dark first.
But you can't really sneak up on the guard in the dark, can you?
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Oh god.
He's gonna look right at you and do that thing where they don't see you again, huh?
Well, looks like there's a little light at the base of that rail, so I'll just walk down the stairs here, because apparently he cannot be asked to get up from where he's leaning and press the button literally next to him. Literally next to him.
The next guy can get it.
But I didn't alert him sufficiently, so apparently he cannot be asked to go on patrol, look around, and, you know, press the damn button.
Wait, seriously? What the hell's wrong with his eyes? How? What?
That just worked.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's great. This is the best game.
Sneaking games.
Yeah, apparently the thing with the dark mod is that sometimes the guards will turn on lights and light switches, but sometimes they won't. It depends on the map, because it's something that can be toggled by the map creator.
So if the guards in the description, in like the mission description, are described as like lazy, they can like toggle that and be like, hey, look, they really are lazy. Look how awful at their jobs they are.
Who needs gold-plated scissors?
I don't know.
I do! Listen, gold scissors are very important to me.
And here's the dead list.
True, they don't work all that great and they need to be sharpened constantly and...
I'm gonna pickpocket this guy.
Okay.
Because that works.
I saw someone in the shadow.
You can't bop him?
Well, I'm not bopping him because I think you get penalized for bopping him on Master, although that might just be killing civilians that you get penalized on. But I haven't tested it out yet, still.
Oh yeah, you stick that key in there. That's nice.
Amazing how he knows exactly how to use that thing, too.
What, it wasn't immediately obvious to you?
That would confuse the hell out of me about turning that switch.
Maybe it only turns one way and so is completely pointless.
Yeah, but I'd have appreciated just the first time him using it, the animation getting a little wonky with him just going, what the hell's with this key?
Or like people with keys who don't always work, you know, let me just try twisting them every which way at first.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, though.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
I still don't get why arrows are inside potatoes.
Well, those are leather sacks that are too short to actually hold arrows, but...
Why are these utensils in a locked chest? That's not a very useful place.
In the middle of a foundry, which has been converted into a,
You can't even call it silverware because it was gold.
incinerator. Yeah, it's not silverware. Yeah, plus a foundry is for iron. Which is neither silver nor gold.
Yeah.
Well, and that's not even getting into all the dropped purses in places that people could not possibly get to unless they're you.
Well, actually, there's a funny thing about that. Is that you saw the one purse that was in sort of a bird nest?
Yeah?
For some reason, birds in this game love picking up not coins, but purses.
Thumped upon that ring.
Entire purses.
Entire purses every time.
Okay. No, makes sense.
The purses have shiny buckles?
I guess. Yeah.
What the hell?
That's a dead body.
Somebody was looking at me just now.
I think it was that corpse.
Hey, speaking of corpse. So, Random, you remember how you said back in the first video that that guy's leg got really fucked up?
I don't care if your mother's got the fucking...
Because
balls, she's not coming to live
Garrett
with
hit
us.
him with the claw, dragged him
Oh.
to the edge.
Yes. Is that guy? Oh,
Oh!
hey.
Yeah,
Hey!
he's got a limp now. His leg got fucked up.
Awesome!
What do you know? I'm liking this game more and more every episode.
You take a general search.
I think my main beef with it is that it is called Thief. If it was called something else, I would probably
There you are.
not.
If it was called Sneaky Sneak Joe,
Yeah, sure. If it was called Sneaky Sneak Joe, I would not be as disappointed with it as I am.
does this ring up the butt? Or is it a cock
What
ring?
did this body have on it?
Nothing. Nothing. No,
I'm kind of wondering about his
Get
bald
another
spot
body when
there.
I
That's
came in and
a
took
little
over.
too regular.
You know, I don't ask for much. Respect. Stiff drink. Gold.
You think that would be covered in guts?
You'd think.
'Cause apparently it was in the guy's stomach.
And for my men
Yeah.
to do what they're fucking told.
Wait, why did you kill him? I don't...
Put his body on the
Because he is
for
evil!
coin.
That is it. That is entirely it.
Robbing the
That
dead
makes
of
no
their
sense.
valuables
That's
and
just a bad excuse for a boss.
general exceeds his
Somebody
own
needs to
expectations.
contact OSHA.
Time to steal that ring back.
I mean, if he's going to teach his guards a lesson, it might help if they live to understand it.
Like, hey, you should look inside the body next time. Oh, right. There's no next time.
But that's not my favorite part, though. My favorite part is on this document on my right here. But let me just take care of this guy first.
Oh, and suddenly the two other guards are working like normal. Well, one of our friends got murdered. Throw him in the throw him in the fire.
Well, I mean, that's what you do in evil empires. You just sort of learn to ignore that. It's like when Darth Vader chokes somebody out on the Star Destroyer. They're just like, well,
Okay. So it says, check their clothes, check inside their clothes, check inside the mouth and the hands, but it does not say check the stomach. So he did do what he was told. That's what I think was hilarious about that.
Follow the instructions to the letter.
He did. And so the guy shot him for it.
Yep. Followed instructions too well. That's the problem right there.
Listen, you have to break regulations sometimes. What times those are, I'll never tell you, and in fact, you may get killed for it, but you have to break them sometimes.
Why'd you cut open this person's body? You didn't have permission for that. Crossbow to the head.
Alright.
I'll take this.
Last bonus collectible. The Diamond Serenity Circle.
It's glittery.
Yep, and this is actually a secondary way. Oh wait, no it's not. It's a way back to that one guy with the crossbow that we passed earlier.
Just in case you want to murder everyone in a level. Ah, pickpocket. That works too.
Yeah.
You stole his cake money!
There's two different knockout animations, so as far as I can see.
Coffee.
And there's something buried in the ashes there.
Ah, yes. An impractical gear, but this time only in silver, not gold.
You know, it kind of bothers me how non-valuable these things are, because I'm used to, like, the first two Thief games where you could steal something like that, and usually if it's not just like a pile of coins, it's worth at least 10 gold, 25 gold sometimes.
Well, to be fair, you do find about 1,000 of these things, so the market's pretty flooded.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
And also, plague.
Surgical scissors.
Those are different than regular scissors because,
Well, they got a more specialized job, so they're more expensive. But also they're silver-plated and or gold-plated for reasons. Anyway, you may have noticed, but that is the ring that we are after.
One ring, one might say.
No.
Oh.
I'd say it's probably closer to the one of the 7. I know too much about Lord of the Rings lore for my own good.
Oh, everyone knows that. Don't fluff your ego.
No, I know too much about Lord of the Rings lore. Which is to say anything past what the books actually tell me.
Anything in the Silmarillion.
Okay, so what the hell?
Is that supposed to be a map, or...?
Puzzle.
No, this is a moving tile puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those are fun.
It's not the kind of moving tile that you think, though. Don't worry. It's this kind where you rotate them in groups.
So there's only, like, one solution.
Right. And, by the way, the one solution is based on creating a circle there in the center. And if I had realized that earlier, this would have been a lot faster than it turns out to be, because for some reason I decided to try and work from the edges inward. But all you need to do is realize that there is a circle in the center, and then you're good. This is a very easy puzzle.
Well, guess the rest of this video is just sliding tile puzzle.
No, don't cut any of this out, Bobbin. This is great.
Riveting entertainment.
No, I figured it out. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, that
Okay.
was pretty quick.
There we go.
Not a very safe strongbox if the average Joe.
Especially because the design is to create the crest that you are seeing everywhere in the entire city.
It's a gear. Steampunk.
You know, I just...
Spooky.
Yeah, and it's also related to the prologue stuff. It's one of the items from there.
Oh, well... I really hope we fucked up his hand, too, and by the end of the game, that guy just, like, has
Again.
a double limp.
Casts on everything.
Yeah, I really hope that's what's happening.
It's not over until I get out of here.
No.
Aww.
But don't worry, we'll be seeing plenty of that guy later.
Of course we will. He has a mustache and he's evil.
Yes, he is our designated Javert.
Yes. Javert.
Okay.
Swear I heard the general yelling.
He was, and we're better off out here.
Fuck the general. He's kind of a dick.
You owe me, Bleater.
Did you know that he shoots people for following orders too well?
Who's turning? Huh? Can't be sure.
Ah, hell.
I've seen someone.
Oh no.
Well, this is supposed to be a chase scene anyhow, so whatever.
Why are the subtitles not matching the audio?
My turn.
You done goofed.
Well,
Yeah. See, they're throwing stuff at me. That's what I was talking about earlier. Also,
there's some really disjointed subtitles there.
needed a second to figure out the way out.
Oh man.
I got stabbed through the chest.
Oh.
Yeah, you did.
Ouch.
You got.
I'll go in.
So I'm just gonna skip the bits that were repetitive, and
It's getting late.
this is the more sneaky way of doing things.
Pop.
You just broke his neck!
And this guy saw me, but whatever.
Yes. Sneaky. Christ, they have a lot of health.
But you might have noticed that I got killed the last time because Garrett needed to rearrange himself in order to properly jump over that grate.
I did not notice that.
Well, he was just slowly moving to the side instead of jumping up. And during that period is when the guards murdered him.
Oh, I heard a creaky grate door open behind me. Let me just not check that.
No, that happens all the time.
It's just the wind.
It's fucking Bob. He loves playing with freaking doors. We told him a million times to stop. But, I mean...
Yeah, like, unless you are running, then nobody can hear you do anything. And this guy's kind of a problem, so whatever. That time they didn't stop me. And of course there's no loot in here, because why would there be loot in here? Oh wait, there's loot in here. Never mind. Oh wait, it's a poppy.
Well,
Sounds
just
like the general's men
hardly
finally
blue.
found us.
See right here, clown costume. Make this so much better. It would at least brighten up the thing, especially if it wasn't a blue clown costume. A lot of blue. I like blue, but this is a lot of blue.
Yeah.
Stolen something from the general.
Alright, I believe this is the last region
An intruder.
in the chapter.
Right away.
But yeah, as I was saying, though, just in general, there is not much... Oh, hello there.
What was that?
Unskippable break into the...
Finally, they hear something. Jeez.
Yeah, but now you get to see me demo how these closets work. Basically, if you are in this closet, they cannot see you. Ever.
Well, what do you think?
It's an invisibility closet.
I mean, if they saw you go in, then they could pull you back out, but that's about it.
Oh my god. Even Metal Gear Solid freaking 3 had technology where the guards could look through the little gaps and see you in there. Come on!
Well, I heard something fall through the roof, and there's a giant hole in the roof, but I'm sure it was nothing.
That game is 10 years old and they had guards look through the little gaps in the freaking lockers. Come on!
Oh, whatever, I'm done.
No match for me.
So, being a ghost is not easy on Master, huh?
I won't be so.
Well, it'd be easier if I had more patience for this game.
One playthrough about topped it off.
It's a wall of good night.
Yeah.
And Santa Claus.
And now he's leapt into the air. Now he's going to fly back home. Because he is fucking Superman now.
What? How did you get Predator?
10
That-
combat takedowns.
Yeah, those are specifically when you are in combat and you get the Q highlight thing,
That's just silly.
quick time thing. I keep missing those because it's on Master, by the way. They're a lot easier to get on lower difficulties. They stay around for longer.
5 nights later.
Thanks, because that was useful.
Yeah, well, you might as well keep track of time. You're in a clock.